Hi everyone and welcome to today's card creation. We're going to be making a DIY glitter paste using the Wow Sparkles glitter range and the Ranger transparent gloss and the Succulent banner stamp set and die. I've got a stencil there and some Copics to colour in this image. I've done this kind of similar card before, but I'm going to show you how I make my own paste. So here is the transparent gloss in the Ranger. It is one of my favorite. I need to get another bottle. And I have got here the sparkles in glitter. Now this is just the plain glitter. This is not the embossing glitter, so therefore no heat is needed for this. So I've just got a spatula. You can see me there peeking through. I know, with this glass mat and the glare. I do apologize. So I've got my black cardstock. It's top folding. I've got my stencil here from MFT, and I've got some purple tape. Now I'm going to secure my card down, then I'm going to secure my stencil down, and then I'm going to make sure that both of them's adhered down as well. So I've got my spatula, and because I'm using the transparent gloss, it really brings the glitter to fruition. It looks beautiful, it looks extra sparkly, and it adds a really nice gleam to your card. So I'm actually not covering the whole card front. I'm actually trying to make like a rustic type of circle here. There's no real method. I'm just spreading this on quite heavily, and then making sure that it's as even as possible, but I actually don't mind because it is a kind of like a brick texture. It didn't really worry me. Now, one tip I actually recommend you do is go and wash your stencil, you clean your mat and your spatula, and get that out of the way first, because it does dry quick and it does dry really hard and tough to get off. Okay, so I have got here Copic paper. I'm using permanent black in Altenew ink here, and I'm going to stamp away. Now I really like how crisp this image, it's because it's a detailed image. I like using this ink because it's such a crisp image, and the ink really makes and picks up all those details. So I find that it's really great for not only ink blending or using your alcohol ink markers, but for just stamping in general. It's really good ink. Okay, so I've got, because there's some add-on sentiments with this stamp set, I've used Thankful. It does have extra add-ons as well, so you can add a little bit of add-ons to it. And I'm just going to start colouring away here. So I start off with the traditional greens, I suppose, in doing the cactus. I will list my Copic markers used below in the product description. And then I'm just going to basically enjoy this process. I've only recently gone back to Copics. I've been watercoloring a lot and just using, I suppose, that kind of loose watercolor in my cards. But I've been really enjoying coloring with my Copics again. So I did have to dust them off and basically reorganize them in front of me, because now that they're in front of me, I think the problem is that I had them tucked away, and because I had them tucked away and they weren't in front of me, I wasn't using them. Do you have that problem? I have that problem. So what I tend to do is I rotate my stock, and then I should take a photo and put it on my Instagram, but I do have it now in front of me. So instead of having my inks stored, I've actually just slotted my Copics in front of me, and I have been using them pretty much nearly every second project. So yeah, so I suppose that's another way to have things in front of you. That way you'll use them more. So I've got this mint. I don't know if you noticed when colouring this in, I left a little bit of the white space at the tip of those cactus. Now it was because my my Copic collection isn't huge. I had to do a tip to tip technique. So for an in-between color, I actually just put the tip of the light color to the dark color and just blended that in. So it wasn't so different, and the contrast wasn't so obvious. And now I'm just colouring the little floral. I've got, oh, if you hear little bells around me, I've got my sister's cat, Tucker, here with me, keeping me company while I do the voiceover. He's very sweet. So every now and then you might hear a little jingle. So just colouring in all these with the Copics here. The whole thing is done with Copics. I don't know if you remember last colouring one, I added some markers, which I will also do here. But I'll just get this colouring done. Now, since I've got the coordinating dies, I'm going to run this through my Big Shot and put a lot of adhesive behind that. So pressing down firmly and then making sure I'm getting all that down. Now, I wasn't finished with my image, so I thought I'd add some extra bits and pieces. So I've got some twine here. I'm going to tie the twine, but also I don't know where my footage went, but I did add some extra detail to the card, which I will zoom in at the end so you can see. And really it was just using some markers. So just finishing this off, I did fiddle with that bow a little bit too much, but there is my finished card. Now I did have a white panel there on the inside, but I hope you enjoyed today's card creation, and please leave me a comment. Thank you. Bye.